Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello wonderful people, lover of freedom. Welcome back again to Anointed Lady TV. I greet all of you according to una time. Yes, to my new subscribers and my returning subscribers, God bless all of you for the massive support to this channel. You are highly welcome. Yes, my correct people, I get video when I want to present to you this very moment, and me and una go to watch the video together. And after we don't watch and make we drop our opinion constructively, because everybody they entitled to their own opinion. Do it constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. Let's watch this video below. Bye for now.
And the man in question that have started this journey, he knew that sometimes it's gonna be tough, and that toughness is what it means who is a freedom fighter. Let's go to one of his message, so that when they are hearing it, they will know that holding him, it is not the way to stop the message from being disseminating. I am telling you, the man has done his job. Like I've been saying in the past, for me, he has waking us up for us to continue. But there's something missing. Something is missing, and many of you know that is missing. And this is not a one-man job. He cannot do it alone. I've been saying it in the past. But let's pay attention to one of his broadcasts, so that those that are holding him, those that are jubilating that he has been held, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. I tell you, if you are very smart, you would have known what has been going on. But not everything that will be led in the open. But let's go. And he handed himself over to the Nigerian security agency after spending days in African soil, which many of you that are observant will understand. British or whatever is not working with anybody. You see how they are lying to many of you. They are lying to you that yes, we have extradited him. We have just to hold him and make him, to be extradited. We are working together with British security Interpol. The young man knows his reason, but I cannot come out here and tell you that I know the reason. I don't know the reason. But what I know is that he handed himself over. I have been calculating. I have been doing my calculation to know that most of the broadcasts he's preaching is not on ground. Most of the broadcasts, many of you are listening, is not on ground. Most of the broadcasts he has been relaying is not in London. That is why you see this internet, you see this social media, you see this internet world. It is very, very. That is why it's not good to threaten someone. It's not good to begin to fight somebody that you don't know. This internet is a very tiny world that they can be able to know where you are at any time. But this young man has been in African soil. I don't want to call the name of the country. Many of you that are observant to understand. And there are so many pressure. There are so many pressure because the man has lost everything. So what is the need of staying every time broadcasting? Many of you can remember he said, I am going back very soon. I am going back very soon. I will be at home very soon. We have to put our ear on ground to see how it unfolds. The next court sitting is on 26th of July. That is next month, 26th. That is the next hearing. Don't worry, very soon you hear how it happened. Let's go. This is the last broadcast of our leader.
This very person is telling us, therefore, we are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen. You see?
Can you believe that this man, the Nigerian government will go and get him with the help of the British and brought him back to Nigeria, and they didn't do any video for the first day to show you how they are working? No. They are trailing with caution. They are very, very careful this time around. They don't want to do the mistake they did in the first place. And they don't want to, drag him anyhow. And that is why they went to the court to get a court permit. What they did today is to grant a court permit to detain him. If it was before, they don't need any court permit. So they are very, very careful now. For this man, it's just like somebody you have been looking for. The person say, okay, look at me, you have been looking for me. You can now take me. They are very careful, I tell you. But the only message he said I should tell you throughout all his journey is for us to be resolute. And let's continue with what I'm playing. This is the last broadcast.
And then all of them running away from Biafra, they will cover it by force, because we are going to kill every Nigerian soldier on Biafran soil will die. God is my witness. And I will lead this very army myself.
Are you going to, he said he will lead. He said he will lead the army by himself. Is he going to lead in London? This is his last broadcast. Is he going to lead from Israel or from America? He's going to lead on ground. Leading does not mean that he will be in the war front. He may be the reason. He may be the main reason. So I want you to take this message. Very simple. I don't want to make it I don't want to call. I don't need a call. If you want to call me, maybe after the broadcast. This doesn't demand for calling. The message is very simple. Try to be consistency, resoluteness, and determined. The journey, the fight you are fighting is a just cause. Self-determination. Self-determination, whether it's enshrined in any United Nation, whatever. Naturally, self-determination is a right of a human. I say naturally. Even in your family, everybody is struggling. It's a self-determination. So the message is very simple. I go to it again. He said he will lead the army. You people are saying you are spiritual. Those that read Bible say you are spiritual. When somebody say he will lead, it does not mean that he will be in the forefront carrying gun as the army. No. Leading means something. It means so many things. Interpret it in your own way. You understand? Let's go. Let's go. This is his last broadcast. Before he now embark on the journey to the African soil, where he now finally stormed Nigeria to hand himself over to the Nigerian government. But they came and tell their citizens that they extradite him. They work together. Oh, Nigeria. I don't know. Let's listen.
People are dying every day. Are we better than them? Those who are dying, are we better than them?
I don't know, sir.
We must develop the mindset of the Afghanis to die on your feet. Live for 1,000 years on your knees, as most of them are doing without even knowing it, or you die on your feet. The devil's alternative. Whichever option we choose, men are going to die. Which one do you prefer? Are we going to fight and die like men, or are we going to submit to a life of Allahu Akbar? It's entirely up to you. The time is now, because the enemies, they have come. I didn't say they are coming, they have not come into our land. And as I promised them, if God is on our side, which I know He is on our side, this army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die. And I'll be leading it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die. But Biafra is going to come.
He said you are going to lead it by yourself. He will lead it by himself. And that leading is what he went to. This man loves his people so much. He may not understand the kind of love that come out from this man to us. The same way I have that love over IPOB members. I tell you, if it is within my means to help everybody to come out from this mess we are into, I will do it. If I tell you what runs in my mind every day I'm sleeping, you will not understand it. I am not human anymore. The person I'm staying in the house, sometimes he don't even come closer to me, because he know what is going on in my head. Some crazy things goes on in my head that I just want to keep it to myself. I have no business with anybody. I have no business whatsoever with anybody. It's only me that I have business with. And it's only me that know what is running on in my head. This man, I repeat, he said he will lead it himself. So I want you to calm down. Calm down, relax your mind. Relax your mind. If you are despair, give yourself a smile on the face. The smile you are giving yourself does not mean that you are joking with the struggle. Give yourself a smile. Give yourself a courage to continue. Don't lose hope. All of us are in this mess. All of us are in this mess, and we must come out. Either we come out totally or we remain slave forever. Let me go back to it again. I think I have to leave it for like 5 minutes. But this place is very important for you, and that is why I replayed this segment. This is his last broadcast before he left, before he embarked on the journey from Africa to another African country, from one African country to another African country before he landed. It's not easy because he is more concerned that he get himself home safely, and as God may have it, he have arrived. And let's just see how it goes. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention.
I didn't say they are coming. They have not come into our land. And as I promised them, if God is on our side, which I know He is on our side, this army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die, and I'm believing it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die. But Biafra is going to come, and everything called Nigeria will perish in Biafra land. The world must be prepared for what is to come. We are not going to be slaves in our land. I want to let Katuna Lang, the UK government, to understand this, that we have chosen the path of death than to submit to the will of the Fulani Caliphate. Death is better for us. People are dying every day. They're not human beings.
I don't know.
People are dying every day. Are we better than them? Those who are dying, are we better than them? We must develop the mindset of the Afghanis. In Afghanistan, that is why Afghanistan cannot be taken. It doesn't matter the firepower you have. NATO is in Afghanistan, and they're taking Afghanistan. The answer is no. You are coming to kill us, but we are also going to die together in the land of Biafra. Let anybody say I did not warn them, because things are going to start happening in the next 14 days. When it starts happening, the Filipinos may talk and yap and write their rubbish. But now that the Fulanis are kidnapping our people, disappearing us.
Next 14 days. He did this broadcast on 16th. He did this broadcast on 16th of this month, 2021. And he said something is going to start happening from 14 days. And when you add 16 plus 14, what do you get? You get 30 days. 16 is when he had this broadcast. And he said from 14 days. From 14 days after this, he said, that is tomorrow, virtually tomorrow. That is 30 days, as he said. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
People in truckloads. Nobody's talking. We must make our land impregnable for them. And that will involve a lot of destruction. I'm saying it live on air so that all of you will understand. To slow the advance down, we need to destroy a lot of things.
Joy, I understand.
We must destroy a lot of things. That is how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war. They want to circle us. They are using the Philippines amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing no rubbish about one Nigeria. From next 2 weeks, we are going to start dying for what we believe in. Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to their family to cover this very war. That is about to happen.
This man is going for sacrifice. This man is going home for sacrificing. Do you understand it? You understand it now. You understand it. You understand it. And I hope you get the message. Don't bother about people commenting. Don't reply them. Allow them. It's normal. It's normal. They are here to learn. And they are here to. I have a lot of people calling me today, both ex-soldiers, both the one that say they are soldiers. They are trying. What do we do now? What do I say? Relax. You are not the one. You don't. Me myself. If I tell you that I know anything about the military aspect, I'm lying. I cannot come here to lie to you people. For what? The man that is doing things know himself, and we believe in him. We believe in him. He said it. He said from 2 weeks. That is why he want to start it. I think he want to start it. But all his plan is what I don't know. But what I know is that he handed himself over. That's why. That
is how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war. They want to circle us. They are using the flavors amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing the rubbish about one Nigeria. From next 2 weeks, we are going to start dying for what we believe in. Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen. You see CNN, all of them running away from Biafra, they will cover it by force, because we are going to kill every Nigerian soldier on Biafran soil will die. God is my witness.
You've been here today.
And I will lead this very army myself.
So what?
As they will say, being a Liverpool fan, what we do in life echo in history, as they sing. What you achieve in life will echo because it's appointed unto man to die only but once. Earlier I was mentioning Mandela, I mentioned George Washington, I mentioned Oliver Cromwell, I mentioned Mugabe, I don't even know if I mentioned Castro or not. All these were called terrorists. They are all dead, but they are immortal because we still mention them till this very day. We crave immortality. And in 14 days, it will start.
14 days. 14 days.
Don't say I did not warn you, please.
14 days.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
14 days.
Fulani brought war to our land. All we asked them to do was to leave our forest and go and live in the township. Rent a house and live in the town. Bring down your nama. Sell it and do whatever you want to do with it. You cannot stay in our forest. You cannot stay there. If you stay there, you will die. That is the only crime that Eastern Security Network committed. Nobody can tell us today if their mosque has been bombed by ESN or any church or any village or anyone, nothing. So these people you're calling terrorists, what is their crime? Because they said that we cannot take over their land. That is the crime of ESN and IPOB by extension. As I told you a few weeks ago, the Janjaweed have opened the floodgates of hell. And unto thy hands, O Elohim, we commit our spirit.
I tell you.
As they will say in one very popular movie, those of us who are about to die, we salute you.
Aye.
Because the land of Biafra will be defended.
Aye. Something is about to come. I understand.
With the blood of anything that moves. Rather than the Fulani to take over Biafra land, there will be no living organism in that very place. I am warning every traditional ruler, every governor, every senator to understand what I'm saying this night and take it on board. And do not quote me out of context. If you want to be a Fulani slave, go to the Middle Belt and join them there. All of you can be slaves to one Nigeria. That's your business. You say the land of Biafra, we cannot surrender to anyone. Now, I don't want anybody to lament. Oh, they have killed us here. Don't stop lamentation.
Do you hear it now? This is the part I want to stop. This particular part is what I want you to take home as a message. Don't lament. Don't lament. You know within yourself that what you are fighting is a just cause. Even though you have been labeled terrorists only in Nigeria. But what we are fighting is a just cause. And that's why he said, don't lament. Don't lament. If you know what to do, you do it. If you know that job, no matter little, no matter if it is just that you are hurt as you have been supporting this struggle, don't lose hope.